And we're back. It's about 2 p.m. here in Perth. I don't know why I checked my watch that I'm not even wearing. I don't even wear a watch ever. Oh, I wear an Apple Watch sometimes. Anyway, we're back. We're in Perth. We've got a show tonight. It's day 5 in Perth, and this is show 3 Tuesday night. It's going to be a quiet one. I think the last 2 that I've done were sold out, which I think is like 90 or 100. And then tonight is like 30 at the moment. That'll probably pick up to like 40, maybe 50 if I'm lucky. And then it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The Friday got cancelled, the Sunday got cancelled. So the only weekend shows are Saturday. So yeah, man, these are the last few shows. I'm just going out. I was editing all day because I kind of fell behind with the vlog because stand-up clips, I needed to make those. Yesterday, didn't really vlog too much. It was just not a very interesting day. Just a bunch of podcasting, really. Just did a bunch of Perth pods. I did Club Good. I did Hard Yarns. They were good fun, man. So I'm just going off to get sushi. I was getting sushi from this one place that was a lot closer, but man, I just started tasting sugar in the rice. And it started making me feel awful. So I'm going to this other place that it's a little bit further away, but it seems a lot more authentic, man. So gonna go there, get some food before the show so I don't starve to death before I get on stage. I'm actually, I'm gonna go in a lot earlier than I have been the last few shows. I mean, you guys have been seeing I've just been rocking up and then it's pretty much time to get on stage. I don't want to do that tonight. It's because I really wasn't happy with how my show looked on the camera on Saturday night. I posted a clip, if you saw it. I finally figured out that Fortnite joke and it went really well. But man, it looked awful. The camera and also the sound is an issue. I tried this new thing where normally with my voice, we actually record that separately using the sound system. We record whatever is going into the microphone. I almost said microwave. Yeah, normally we record the audio much clearer by just catching whatever I say into the microphone. That gets recorded on its own. And then you kind of mix that in with the camera audio so you can still hear the audience laughing, because if you only record the mic feed, you can't hear the audience at all. So it doesn't matter if you're Dave Chappelle, it sounds like you're bombing. But if you don't record the mic feed, it just sounds really muddy. You can only hear the audience and it sounds super echoey. It's yuck to listen to. So I tried using a little microphone on my chest that we recorded the audio, and that sounded okay, but the problem is there's actually heaps of noise that you can hear coming from downstairs, which is more of like a bar nightclub type vibe, and that's like all you can hear. I'm trying to cross the road. So it sounded really, really muddy and gross. So tonight, almost got hit by a bus there. I'm gonna cross at the lights. Tonight, I'm gonna go in early and I'm gonna set up my audio recorder properly so I can catch the mic feed. And then I'm gonna mess with my camera settings. What I'm gonna do is I'll probably get there like 40 minutes before I start. There'll be a show on before me, and I'm just gonna figure out how to make it look good. Because I also, man, I was all flustered. This is the problem with doing it by yourself. Everything is you're trying to do 16 different things at once. And obviously the most important thing is the show, so everything else kind of falls to the side. There it is, Sushi Hub. That's where I was getting sushi before, and I think that they're doing this thing that a lot of the fast food sushi joints are doing, which is where they fucking cook the rice with sugar in it, and it's foul. Anyway, where am I going? I'm going down here, I think. What was I saying? Yeah, I ended up getting to the show a little bit late, right, as you saw. So I just kind of set the camera up, and my opener, Joe White, I'm like, I'll keep it tight, just do 5 minutes. And then I start setting the camera up, and all of the settings had changed in the bag from me transporting it. So I'm like frantically pressing all the buttons, and you know, you're under pressure, you forget how everything works the minute you have to do something quickly. I'm doing that. And then he was like wrapping up, doing his last bit, because I know his material. I'm like, fuck, I can't figure it out. So I just had to hit the full auto button and pray. Just hit full auto, cross my fingers, and, you know, hope to God that it looked okay. And it looked, oh, what's happened? It looked okay, is basically what I'm saying. It looked okay, it was postable. I mean, you'll see the clip. I look really yellow and out of focus. And I also noticed, this is annoying, I was not standing in the light. So I think next time, or tonight, I'm gonna get there super early. Amos Gill's gonna be performing. He's one of the best in the country. Easy top 5. I would say even top 3, really. Amos Gill, one of my faves. I'm gonna get there early as fuck, and I'm gonna do my little map of like, all right, can I stand here and still be in the light? Yes or no? And get the venue staff to say yes. Because the clip that I posted, man, I'm standing in shadows for half of it, which just makes it annoying to color grade and all of that. But that's a little bit too far into how the sausage is made. The point is, we're getting sushi, and then I'm going back to the hotel. My vlog is uploading. So we'll get to the hotel, hit post, and then I'm going to start editing some stand-up clips to post tonight. I'll get at least one of them done. I got a good one with these engineers in the front row. Hopefully that's out by the time you're watching this, unless it just looks and sounds too terrible. And yeah, man, that's it. I've gone down the wrong street, I think. Have I? I can't work it out. All right, I'm gonna do some investigating. Dude, check this out. Look what I found. The Phantom. That's so sick. My dad's gonna love this. Show this to your dad. They'll love it. Australian dads love the Phantom. And you know what? So do I. Okay, we're going good for time. It's like almost 5:30. I just posted the vlog that I was talking about, and I did edit and finish another stand-up clip, but the audio is so bad that the automatic subtitler can't understand what I'm saying, so I won't be able to post it because I'm gonna have to do the subtitles manually, which is annoying. But it shouldn't happen this show because I'm just trying to be all over it this time. I just charged all my batteries. I'm bringing my audio recorder. I'm doing things the hard way because I don't want audio like that again. You know, like you can just, you can hear the room downstairs talking because it's a bar down there. And it just sounds like I'm bombing. It sounds like no one at my own show is actually listening to me. Because the microphone that I'm wearing here is picking up all of the noise that I can hear as well. So I think how we're gonna mix it tonight is I'm gonna get that, the mic feed audio, so the actual microphone I'm speaking into that the audience hears, that will get recorded by itself and isolated, and then I'll use the camera audio from the camera that's right up the back of the show. Oh man, I've just fucking completely nailed it. You ever do your hair and go, fuck, I nailed it? Leon from Palace is a genius. Couple of slutty curls at the front, we love it. I think it's also like, it adds a bit of animation to my hair as well, which is why I like it. You know? I think that makes me just a bit like more visually funny. You know, I think that was half of Hitler's appeal. His hair was going, that's how passionate he was. People could tell, oh fuck, he must be telling the truth. Look at his hair. Not that I want my shows to be anything like his rallies. Well, that's not true. I would love an audience as engaged as that. You know, like he got them to elect a genocidal maniac. I'm just trying to get my guys to laugh. You know, and then like buy a t-shirt after. But you know what? I'd take it back. I probably don't want to be anything like him. Now I fucked it. Now I'm annoyed. I had it perfect and I'm handsome. It's time to acknowledge the fact that Dr. Sam Verco really did a good job with my head, because look at that. And it's only going to get better. I'm still swollen, so when these braces come off, it's over for you. I've always wanted one of these like Western button-up shirts. I think they're so cool. Because, you know, I'm such a jacket guy. You know me, I love my jackets. But sometimes it's too hot to wear a jacket. And I feel naked in a t-shirt. I really do like, I don't know, I like looking a little bit extra, and just like the shiny buttons and the stitching pattern across the shoulder is just so cool. And just a little bit extra, you know, like I could be, like when we went to Uniqlo, I could be wearing one of those shirts, you know, and that would look nice, but it wouldn't look very extra. I could be wearing some normal black jeans, but instead I've gone for some very high-waisted flared Wranglers. I could just slick my hair back, but instead I'm letting a few slutty curls fall across my forehead like an angel giving me a kiss. You know, I could be wearing no jewelry, but instead I'm wearing some crystals and some silver. I could have had braces with no colors in them. Instead, I'm going with pink rubber bands. It's all about being a little bit extra, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, I want to be extra on time to this show, so let's go. Okay, new record. Got out of the house on the way to this 6 p.m. gig at 5:40. Again, checking my imaginary watch that I'm not wearing and never wear. Hair's looking good. Outfit's on point. We're good. We're going to get there on time. I think Corey's been doing me a solid and has been scheduling me to perform first every single night. And I have just not been arriving in time to actually perform first. So I'm thinking this time I may actually be able to go first.
What else is good in them?
And I think I'm gonna just do some crowd work, man. I think I perfected this new bit that I wrote. I filmed it. I put the clip out. I reckon I'm gonna just talk to the crowd, see what the vibe is. Although it is a Tuesday night, so most shows, like mine, are probably going to have less people in them, so it might feel more like a conversation than a performance, but we'll see. That's the fun. One thing I noticed about Perth, man, that's what I was going to say, is I don't know if it's because it's so remote, but there are so many like independent clothing boutiques here. Tailors, there's obviously like the regular kind of designers and designer stores like Gucci and Louis and all that. Then they have like the step down where they've got all of the regular chain retailers like Universal and the sneaker shops like JD Sport, Nike, all that. But, you know, unlike Melbourne, they have heaps of independent little joints. Like there was a leather maker who just made jackets and bags and hats and shoes and belts and everything. I've seen a bunch of custom women's dressmakers and even stores that don't make the stuff they're selling. There's heaps of independent sneaker stores around everywhere. So I don't know, is that like a cultural thing in Perth, or is it just those businesses didn't get annihilated by lockdown like they did here in Melbourne? It could be a mix of both. It could be also because of the distance of Perth. Like Perth is so far away from the rest of the country that before shipping and transport and everything got really good, it just would have been too much of a hassle to buy anything or to ship anything over. It made more sense to just have it made by someone in Perth. I don't know, I'm hypothesizing. But it's definitely like an interesting thing that I've noticed, because I kind of thought, you know, smaller population would mean less opportunity to be successful with a more niche product, but it does not seem to be true here in Perth, at least. Another thing, and I know I keep saying, I've said it in many vlogs, every woman is beautiful, every dude is a cave troll. Every couple I walk past, I'm like, dude, punching. Every girl I walk past, I'm like, oh my God, gorgeous. Every guy I walk past, I'm like, dude, at least brush your teeth. Like, that's a great example. Really old, ugly, fat fuck in a car, tooting his horn at someone crossing the road who has right of way while they're trying to fucking turn. And I'm from Melbourne, so I'm beautiful. And I should be treated as such, all right? You know how much I paid for this skull? Don't you dare beep your fucking horn at me, all right? Where's my pretty privilege? This is ridiculous. All right, dude, we are almost here, around the corner. It is 5:52. Show hasn't started yet. This is the earliest we've been to the 6 p.m. show that I'm supposed to be performing first at. Can't believe it. I'm actually on time. Around the corner, and here it is. The Terrace Bar. Oh, and there's the man himself. Hello, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. I'm actually on time this time to be on first. Like you said, I'd be on first. I'm like, yeah, I'll get here late. Hey, buddy, I'm Lewis. Sure. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Setting up about 29 in, so I can chuck the camera right here. I don't have to worry about being polite, which I love. Good shot. Excellent. Guys, it's a Tuesday night. Strap in, all right? This is it. Okay, I'm performing to a front row of fucking empty chairs. You've got to get on board, because it gets worse than this. The jokes about his penis were silly, but I don't know about the other jokes about the other guy's penis going into a kid. That was too much. All right, I've been Lewis Spears. You guys have been incredible. I am performing every single night until Saturday night, just at Stables on Hayes Street or whatever it is. Come see me, Google me for tickets. It's a banger show. It's an hour of jokes even darker than that. I'd love to see you there. Here's Corey White. Thank you. All right, I'm heading to my venue nice and early. We're going to be very on time, which is good. I'm not going to have to stress. I can spend time making sure the camera looks good. The gig I just came from was good. It was about 30 people as well, so it's good to get like a little practice in of the type of audience you're going to do before you do one, because, man, sometimes I've done the reverse, where like I do a tiny little one, and then straight after you do a big one, and you kind of take the energy over. That's not as bad though as going the other way. Like, I can't remember what it was, but I think once I did one of my shows and it was like maybe 300, so big. And then after, it was a late night gig in front of like 40. And I just took that big theatre energy on stage to the 40, and I just looked like a loud wanker. So it is good to just get that practice out of the way of like, okay, 30 people, a little bit different, a little bit more quiet, but it was still good. I just hope that my audience fills the front row and I'm not performing to a front row of empty chairs like I was at the other gig. That's a thing that's super common when shows aren't sold out. If there are even 20 available seats in like a 100-seater, for example, you can guarantee that all of those empty seats will end up at the front because people are like, I don't want to sit at the front. So I always tell my venue people, don't let anyone sit at the fucking back. Make sure the front row is full because it affects the show, dude. You know, if you're yelling over empty chairs to deliver jokes to people that are further away than they need to be, it's just messes with the atmosphere. And that's the thing, like with stand-up, atmosphere is everything. I can do the same material the same way, and if it's in the wrong environment, even just if I didn't have a microphone, you know, it makes such a big difference. It's like, you know, you can play the same chords on a guitar, but if the electric guitar's not plugged in, it's gonna sound like shit. Doesn't matter how good of a guitar player you are. You need the right environment, the right tools, and I'm hoping that tonight isn't gonna be as loud, because that's the worry, is the Friday and Saturday night downstairs is really loud. But that was okay because I was sold out. So it was pumping upstairs as well. But if it's pumping downstairs tonight and it's really loud and I've only got 30 people in, that might be a problem. But I'm about to walk in now and it's kind of loud. I was gonna say, I can't really hear it. It's kind of loud. Fuck. No, it's not too bad. You know what? It's conversation. It's not club DJ music, which is good. Yeah, it's not too bad. And you know what? Everyone's on tables outside. No one's down here in the bar. All right, up we go. All right, I just got the 5-minute warning. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to calm down, relax a little bit. I got here early, everything's set up. It's all gonna be good, man. I need to relax a little bit because it's a smaller show. You want to match your energy to the vibe. I'll get them pumping up, but it usually takes a bit more time. You can't start super hot when it's a smaller crowd, but it's looking good, man. Have a look at this.
Welcome to the Stables Bar. All right, this is how the show works. The more love you give, the more energy you give, the better it is. So put our hands together,
Dude, sick hat.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Nice jaw.
Thank you. It's huge as well, isn't it?
Oh my
You should see my cock. So, what do you do for work, man?
I sell gravestones, design.
You sell gravestones. Yeah, I knew as soon as I saw the hat, I was like, this guy has a morbid job. And what's your name, dude?
Indiana.
Indiana. Fuck off. Is that actually your name?
Yeah.
And you wear the hat as well? That's bullshit. That's your name, Indiana? And you're like, well, yeah, I guess I have to wear the hat. He probably came out of the womb with the hat. It got all bent on the way out. And is this your girlfriend?
Yep.
Yes? What's your name?
Amelia.
Amelia. What do you do, Amelia?
I'm a counselor.
You're a counselor. Okay. This is a good job combo. You sell gravestones and you counsel his clients. Okay.
I think I come home with the trauma.
You come home with the trauma. Right? Oh, I sold a $15,000 piece of rock. What an awful day. I scammed a grieving mother into the upgrade. Now that's good, man. Someone's going to take advantage of the grieving family, you know? See you next year for the brand new show. Thank you.